Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Monisha.Chandrashekhar, currently pursuing my engineering in Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, Bangalore. My USN is 1VE23CY031 in Galfin section. Today's topic is about automotive sector, which is based on introduction to mechanical engineering. So let us begin this session. When it comes to introduction, we will first go through about the definition and the scope. Automotive industry, all those companies and activities involved in the manufacture of motor vehicles, including most components such as the engines and the bodies, but excluding the tires, batteries and the fuel. Where they're telling us that basically automotive industry is where they manufacture motor vehicles, including the engines and the bodies, except the tires, batteries and the fuel. This thing, those are manufactured in a different plantation. Next, the industry's principal products are passenger automobiles and light trucks, including pickups, vans, and sport utility vehicles. Here they're telling that the principal products are the light trucks, in like pickups, vans, sport utility vehicles, and so on, and even the commercial vehicles, that is like the delivery trucks and large transport trucks, often called as semis, which is like the large transport trucks are also called as the semis. So next comes, though important to the industry, are secondary. So the first important thing is the motor vehicles, engines, bodies, all those things. The second part where it is important is these the delivery trucks, large transport trucks. Those are the secondary important like the machineries. So next, the articles, automobiles, truck, bus and motorcycles. Automotive engines are described in gasoline engine and the diesel engine, where they might have the petrol engine or the diesel engine. Historical background. The history of the automobile industry, though brief compared with that of many other industries, has exceptional interest because of its effects on history from the 20th century. Like, even though there are many of the industries, automobile industry is given some of the importance when compared to others. Although the automobile originated in Europe in the last 19th century, sorry, in the last from the okay, although Europe in the 19th century, the United States completely dominated the world industry for the first half of the 20th century through the invention of mass production techniques, where they say that the Europe people were the first to organize the automobile industry, but the United States people were completely dominated the world in the first half of the 20th century through their invention of mass production techniques. In the second half of the century, the situation altered sharply as Western European countries and Japan became major producers and exporters. So in the first half, United States were ruling, like the this thing. In the second half, the Japan and the Western Europe countries were the major producers. So then, although steam powered road vehicles were produced earlier, the origins of the automotive industry are rooted in the development of the gasoline engine. So it is first rooted in the development of the gasoline engine, is nothing but the petrol engine in the 1860s and 70s, principally in France and Germany. By the beginning of the 20th century, Germany and France manufacturers had been joined by British, Italian, and American makers. So totally together they all work together. So let's go through some of the key players in the automotive industry. The major automobile manufacturers, the top three car manufacturers. Here I have taken the example of car manufacturers. It could be anything when it comes to automobile, like it could be a truck, a bike or something like that. But here I have taken an example of car. So the top three car manufacturers based on revenue are Volkswagen Group, Toyota, and Stellantis. These major multinational companies are behind many brands, with Volkswagen producing Audi and Porsche, Toyota behind Lexus and Daihatsu, and Stellantis making Peugeot and Maserati. You could say that Michael lives two lives. So next comes the suppliers and the component manufacturers. Bosch Limited is the Indian subsidiary of the Germany multinational engineering and technological company. Bosch, the company was established in India in 1951 and is headquartered in Bangalore, India. Bosch Limited is a leading supplier of automotive components and systems to the Indian automotive industry. It has played a major role in the automotive industry. The company's products include fuel injection system, starter motors and generators, wipers, wiper systems, braking systems, and various other automotive components. So you get to know from this that it plays a very important role. So next comes the trends and the innovations in the automotive sector. The electric and hybrid vehicles. The electric vehicles are the talk of the town, as they are touted to be the future of mobility. So we already know that usage of electric vehicles are too much nowadays. Electric vehicles have revolutionized the automotive industry with advanced and innovative technology. However, they are still expensive and charging infrastructure remains to be a big question. Like if we have to talk about the electric vehicles, like people are using much, like preferring to use the electric vehicles, but when it comes to the expenditure, it is too costly to afford. And even when it comes to the charging infrastructure, if you have to charge like fully charge the battery, it takes about 1.5 hour or 2 hours, and you could only use it for a 8 hour or a 9 hour probably. You can't use the electric vehicles for a long drive where you can't charge your vehicle, so it might cause some of the problems. And bridging the gap between the conventional and the electric cars are the hybrid electric vehicles. So next, let us move on. So at the end, we come to the conclusion. The automotive industry is changing, not for the first time, but on an unprecedented scale. Although the sector has traditionally built up capacity and continually improved efficiency, it is now experiencing decline and will shrink in certain areas. To remain relevant, suppliers and OEMs must change parts of their business models. So, so this brings us to the end of this session. Thank you so much for listening to this session throughout. Please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. If possible, you can comment too if the comment section is on. Thank you.